Well, hello everyone. Hope everything's going well in MBA6182. Just have a couple more weeks left to the course. Some pretty interesting things. We're just looking at ROI, financial justification for a project. And this is a pretty big thing. I do have to admit, it is pretty easy just to punch numbers into a spreadsheet and you come up with a nice number for ROI. Now, the big thing is, and it really is big, is, are those numbers believable? What are the assumptions? And it's sort of a hard thing for a lot of people to get their hands around, get their brain wrapped around, is that we're looking forward. It's not numbers that you can just go out and find. You could probably go to certain departments and they'll come up with those numbers. The thing is, where do they come from? I can give you a number of horror stories as far as, how financial numbers maybe didn't really turn out the way they were supposed to. Everything from, a few software applications being built. One where all of a sudden one of the key needs wasn't going to be met. Another time where all of a sudden the cost of making some of the customizations jumped to $625,000, and all of a sudden that's like, okay, we can't do that. That means all the previous work just went down the tubes, or most of that work went down the tubes, and you have to go and find another solution. A lot of different things. One of the biggest, nastiest assumptions I can think of is right here in Minnesota. For example, we don't have sales tax on clothing. So we have a lot of people coming in from out of state along the borders to buy clothes. Now, the state legislature, in coming up with their numbers for the amount of revenue to be gained by adding sales tax to clothes, did not figure in any kind of change in behaviors. That the assumption is we had this much sale of clothing last year, this percent, roughly 7%, is left on the table. And so it's the justification is, we're giving up all this amount of sales tax. Well, the problem is you have people coming in from out of state who may have a 5% sales tax on clothes instead of 7%. Well, maybe people from Minnesota will be jumping across the border to Wisconsin to buy clothes. Hey, so you have to realize things just don't go quite the way you want. Economics and a lot of things dealing with money actually is dealing with psychology and a number of other things. If you do something that costs money or costs your customers money or saves them money, you're going to change behaviors. The thing is, how much of that are you going to affect? As far as like IT projects, a lot of times it's saving money, and that can come from a number of things as well. A lot of it has to do with maintenance costs. Maybe you're just no longer going to have something supported anymore, such as older operating systems or our previous course room platform. All kinds of things going on, and the thing is, what needs to be changed? What are the assumptions as far as where that money saving is going to be coming from? Where is that new business going to be coming from? And usually, as they say, don't make assumptions. The problem is, in creating ROI and other kinds of financial projections, yes, you do have to make assumptions. Oh, one last story. I was making some investments. This was several years ago. There was a local company, a retailer, had an IPO. And I looked at it. The price of the stock was was $24. It had a PE ratio of 9. I'm going, okay, it has a bit of room to go up. Bought some stock, not a lot. All of a sudden, one day it dropped down to $14 from 24, and the PE ratio went from 9 to 18. So again, the financial numbers, the assumptions, the bookkeeping, etc., well, it just wasn't quite there. So that does happen. And so when you're dealing with a lot of financial numbers, be careful, be real, and make good assumptions. Thanks, and let's have a great week.